Wondering what dining on Cunard's Queen Mary 2 is like? From elegant multi-course dinners in the Britannia Restaurant to casual bites at King's Court and Cunard's famous afternoon tea, I'll take you through the highlights of my personal experience. And today I'll show you what to expect when dining on board Queen Mary 2. I have been on 47 cruises, and one thing I love is comparing dining venues across different ships. Each cruise line has its own approach, and Cunard brings a sense of classic luxury to its dining experience. We'll cover the Britannia Restaurant, King's Court Buffet, and the iconic afternoon tea, plus I'll share tips on how to book dining, what to wear, and how solo travelers like myself can enjoy the experience. So let's get started. One thing that's a little different about Cunard is that they don't have a traditional cruise app for reservations. Put a lot of effort into their daily program. Instead, they use an onboard digital planner called My Voyage. This is only available once you're on the ship and connected to the ship's Wi-Fi. It allows you to book dining reservations, entertainment, shore excursions, spa treatments, and more, all from your phone, tablet, or laptop. Here's how to access My Voyage. First, make sure your device is in airplane mode to avoid roaming charges. Connect to Cunard_guest_Wi-Fi. Use a browser like Safari or Chrome for the best experience, and then you should be able to connect. I found personally that it wasn't always working for some things, like securing a planetarium time slot where you need a reservation. So when in doubt, just go downstairs to guest services and talk to someone. Then they will help you with a reservation. If you have specific dining preferences, like wanting a certain table size, adjusting your seating time, or requesting dietary accommodations, it really is best to speak directly with the maitre d' as soon as you board. You can find them in the main dining room, usually near the hostess stand. And a lot of times the hostess people around can also help you. Why speak to them early? Well, if you want early or late seating, you are able to check to see if there's availability when you're there early enough. If you want a table for two, or you prefer to be seated with other solo travelers, the maitre d' can also help with that arrangement. If you have any allergies or special dietary needs, they can make note of that and send that onto your table so your waiter's aware of what you're needing. It's really best to set this up on embarkation day, because adjustments may be possible later in the cruise. If things are booked up, at least you'll have your request in. And this is especially useful on longer transatlantic cruises where you'll be dining in the same venue for many nights. So getting your seat just right makes for a more enjoyable dining experience. Like I said, this will be a recap of my personal experience. I did not dine in the Britannia Club or in any of the Queen Grill at all either. I was in the Britannia Restaurant in the main dining room, so all the food pictures from my 7-day transatlantic cruise from New York to Southampton will be shown here. Keep in mind, I wasn't at the dining room every night. I spent one night at a specialty restaurant at the steakhouse. I spent another night at a pop-up restaurant in the King's Court buffet, and also one other night I just tried the buffet to see what it would be like to eat there. And then so that left me with 4 nights at the main dining room. The Britannia Restaurant is the largest dining venue on Queen Mary 2. It seats over 1,000 guests. It's a grand and elegant space where you'll enjoy a variety of dishes inspired by both classic and international cuisine. I dine with an open seating arrangement. I booked this 30 days before it was leaving, so this left me with an open seating experience. There was no slotted times which I kind of prefer, but in a way this worked for me as a solo traveler because it allowed me to meet new people every night. I requested a table for 2, but the seat that I got was seated in a 2-2-2 configuration, so technically I was dining solo, but I could easily chat with the couples on either side of me. And it was a fantastic way to socialize. It was very natural, and I really met a lot of great people, and time just flew by, and I really did enjoy that setup. So if you do request a table for 2, it's very rare you'll find a table for 2 completely by itself. It's more than likely going to be around other people. That's just my experience. Each night, the menu featured a mix of starters, entrees, and desserts. The variety was impressive, and while I'm not a food critic, the meals were well prepared and beautifully presented. The pace was slow and leisurely, allowing a lot of people to just have conversations and in a relaxed setting. The staff was attentive, making the dining experience very nice and special.
This is the lunch menu. We have a nice spread for lunch, really. Very nice.
Usually I've been going with just a salad and a sweet corn risotto, a vegetable brioche tart, and peanut butter chocolate fondant cake. Venison, I've never seen that on the menu. Actually, I saw that once. Cunard logo. Salad. This is the gala dinner. So tonight we are all dressing up. And so they have surf and turf, beef mignon, they have halibut, black pepper tofu, and venison. That's really a nice, and then baked Alaska. What a nice menu. Some people came into the dining room with masks, but they told me that you don't need to do that because, you know, you want to kind of see what you're eating. My mask. And I got that on Amazon. It's made out of metal, so it won't break. They sold some in the gift store today, but they weren't as nice as this. I'm liking this table. I got a window. Yay. 609. It's beautiful. And the food portions at dinner are a little small. So I guess you can ask for a second, I don't know. But it's enough for me, but I'm just it's more about the presentation and how things look, and it's fancy. But as far as the volume of food, it's not really a lot of food. Like half the things I'm ordering, I don't know what they are. And I just see if I'm gonna like it or not. Things that I think will be hot or cold, and vice versa. And it's some French influence, British, it's continental cuisine, I guess you could say. As far as the dress code goes, most guests dress up after 5 o'clock to enjoy the elegant atmosphere. Men typically wear slacks and collared shirts with jackets, and ties are optional. Women opt for dresses, pantsuits, blazers, pants. You don't have to dress so fancy. I mean, it just smart casual is fine. During the day, it's fine to dress casually, but after 6 o'clock, no shorts or denim are allowed. Gala nights, when formal wear is embraced, men typically wear tuxedos, dinner jackets, or dark suits, while women wear evening gowns or cocktail dresses. If you prefer a more casual attire, say you're not in the mood for dressing up, you're welcome to dress casually and go to the King's Court Buffet or the Golden Lion Pub. In the Golden Lion Pub on deck 2, while I didn't dine there, it does offer a classic British menu, including fish and chips, some daily pies, and lots of signature dishes. And it's a great option for a relaxed and hearty meal if you're craving that traditional pub fare. And most of the food is included in your cost. There are some things that are for sale as well. One of the reasons people like going here is a casual attire. You don't have to dress for this particular place, the Golden Lion Pub. The Sir Samuel's Lounge as well as the CARINTHIA Lounge do offer some complimentary breakfast and lunch options. They're light snacks. Here's a sample of what Sir Samuel is serving. The CARINTHIA Lounge on deck 7 also serves light breakfasts starting at 8 a.m. I prefer to eat my breakfast there. The King's Court Buffet is right nearby, so generally I pick up something to eat there, bring it over to this lounge, buy a coffee at the bar for $5, and then I have a table by the window that I usually can get because I'm up early and I enjoy watching the people, and it's a comfortable setting. And I did that pretty much every day. If you're looking for a more casual dining option, King's Court is the perfect spot. It's open from early morning till about 9 p.m. It's open and airy, and food is duplicated on either side.
Morning.
Hi.
Seafood section.
Oh.
Yeah.
For breakfast?
Afternoon tea is also served in the buffet at 3:30. The King's Court Buffet is located on deck 7, and there's plenty of large windows to look out to the beautiful views. It offers a wide range of dishes from continental and a full English breakfast to pizza, sushi, and international specialties for lunch and dinner.
English breakfast, I think. For the,
It's a good alternative because there's no formal dress code. Casual attire is fine. A great option if you want flexibility with meal times. You should arrive early during peak hours to avoid crowds, especially on sea days.
starts at D and it goes all the way to A, so you have to just keep walking. The sun has come up. How pretty it looks like outside. It's only 7:30. First day at sea.
One thing to note, the coffee generally never filled to the top, so I always seem to have to add extra, and then the water glasses were so small, it took many times to fill up my water bottle. I will say with the King's Court Buffet, I think maybe for me the most confusing thing were the hours. It is a British line, so the food is more British than American, obviously. I just wrote down here a little note that menus are definitely a British influence. There's a grill area and pasta area in the galley of the buffet, but the hot dog burgers are only open from, I think, 11 to 2:30, and then the pasta pizza is open from 6 to 9. So if you're looking for that for lunch or other times of the day, it's at a specific time. It's not out all the time. So the menu is a little bit different. You'll find some Indian food, just a lot of fish, just interesting combinations of things that I've never heard of before. I find myself wanting like a piece of pizza or something, and I can't get it when I want it. But it's still, I mean, it's a nice menu. It's tasteful. It's well done.
This is where they do the tea, the galas, and all my stretch costs.
One of the most iconic traditions of Cunard is the afternoon tea. and that is served daily in the Queen's Room from 3:30 to 4:30.
This is what they do with the afternoon tea, and I was here yesterday, and today I'm gonna walk. Wow. Nice.
It's a white glove service, and it includes a selection of scones, finger sandwiches, pastries, and of course tea. I would recommend arriving early to secure a good seat. It's very popular and you will be dining with other people. It's in an elegant atmosphere, the Queen's Room, and it's reminiscent of a classic British tea room. If you're looking for an upgraded experience, you can also book the champagne afternoon tea for an extra charge in the champagne room. I highly recommend attending the afternoon tea at least once on your journey. Cunard also offers complimentary room service, which is great if you want to enjoy breakfast in bed or a quiet meal in your stateroom. The menu includes a variety of options available throughout the day, with breakfast needing to be pre-ordered the night before. Food is typically delivered within 30 to 40 minutes, and for grill guests, there's the option to order from the full Princess or Queen's Grill menu. Room service is available 24 hours a day, so if you wake up hungry in the middle of the night, they're there to help you out. As a solo traveler, I felt very comfortable dining on Queen Mary 2. The open seating in the Britannia Restaurant turned out to be a great way to meet people, and the casual options like the King's Court gave me flexibility when I didn't feel like dressing up and I just wasn't wanting to do that. Overall, I believe that Cunard's dining experience is more than just food. It's about the atmosphere, the service, and the tradition. And dining on Queen Mary 2 is an experience in itself, so whether you prefer formal elegance or casual flexibility, it is something that you will enjoy. Next, you'll want to check out my video on the specialty restaurants on board, like the Veranda Room, to see more of what Cunard Dining has to offer. And don't miss my Cunard Queen Mary 2 playlist, where you can explore everything this incredible ship has in store for your journey. Thanks so much for watching, happy cruising, and I'll see you in the next video.